Welcome, everyone. One of the best ways to prepare for the IELTS speaking test is to see it in action. That's exactly what we're doing today with this complete mock test from Spinta. As you listen, think about what the candidate does well and where they could improve. Afterwards, we'll compare notes with a full performance breakdown. Let's begin.
Good morning, Alex. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Good morning. My name is Alex Johnson.
Thank you, Alex. And what should I call you?
You can just call me Alex.
Great. Let's start by talking about your hometown. Where are you from?
I'm from a small town called Maplewood. It's located in the countryside, and it has a lot of trees and parks, which makes it quite beautiful.
That sounds lovely. What do you like most about living there?
I really enjoy the peaceful atmosphere. There aren't many people around compared to the city, so it's nice to have some quiet time. Plus, I love nature, so it's perfect for me.
I see. And how long have you lived there?
I've lived there all my life, so it's quite familiar to me. I know all the best places to visit, like the little coffee shop that makes the best pastries.
Sounds wonderful. Do you think you'll stay there in the future?
I hope so, but I'm also thinking about moving to a bigger city for more job opportunities after I finish my studies.
That makes sense. Let's talk about your studies. What are you currently studying?
I'm studying computer science at university. It's really fascinating because technology is always changing, and I want to be part of that innovation.
Interesting. What do you enjoy most about your studies?
I really enjoy programming. When I write a piece of code, and it works perfectly, it's such a great feeling. It's like solving a puzzle.
I see. And what are some of the challenges you've faced in your studies?
Sometimes it can be quite tough to keep up with the pace, especially in subjects like algorithms. But I try to spend extra time practicing it.
That's good to hear. Let's move on to your hobbies. What do you like to do in your free time?
I enjoy playing video games, especially strategy games. They require a lot of thinking and planning, which I find exciting.
That sounds fun. How long have you been playing video games?
I've been playing since I was a child. I remember my first game was on an old console, and I've just loved it ever since.
What do you think are the benefits of playing video games?
I think they can improve problem-solving skills, and can be quite social when you play with friends online. It's also a good way to relax.
Let's talk about something different now. How do you usually spend your weekends?
On weekends, I often go hiking with friends. There are many beautiful trails near my town, and it's great to get some fresh air.
That sounds refreshing. Do you prefer hiking alone or with others?
I prefer to hike with friends. It's more fun to explore together and share experiences. Plus, we can motivate each other during tough climbs.
What other activities do you enjoy during the weekends?
I also like to catch up on movies or read some books. It really depends on my mood.
Great! Now, I'd like to move on to part 2. Here is a card for you. Please describe a book you recently read. You have 1 minute to prepare.
Okay, thank you. Pauses to think. The book I want to talk about is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. It's a story about a shepherd named Santiago who dreams of finding treasure in Egypt. Throughout his journey, he learns valuable life lessons about following one's dreams and listening to one's heart. What I love most about the book is its message about personal legends and the importance of pursuing what makes you happy. It also emphasizes how the journey itself is just as significant as reaching the destination. I would recommend this book to anyone, especially those feeling lost or unsure of their path in life.
Thank you, Alex. That was a good description. How did you choose this book?
I heard a lot of good reviews from friends and saw it mentioned in online articles. It seemed like something that would resonate with me, and it really did.
That's interesting. Do you often read books like this?
Yes, I enjoy novels that offer deep insights into life. Fiction that can also teach you something valuable keeps me engaged.
Okay, let's talk about reading habits. How has reading changed for you since you were a child?
When I was a child, I used to read mostly adventure and fantasy books. Now, I prefer more thought-provoking literature. I think I've matured in my taste, understanding deeper themes.
That makes sense. Now, let's move on to part 3. How do you think reading habits differ between children and adults?
I think children often lean towards imaginative stories, while adults might look for more substantial content. Adults tend to read for knowledge or self-improvement, whereas children read for sheer enjoyment.
That's an interesting point. What role do you think technology plays in reading today?
Technology has changed how we read dramatically. E-books and audiobooks make it more accessible, but some argue it takes away from the traditional reading experience. Personally, I think it's great to have options.
I see. And do you believe the written words can still have a powerful impact on society?
Absolutely. Written words can inspire movements, spread awareness, and provoke thought. Books have historically been a powerful tool for change, and I think they continue to be.
Very insightful. Lastly, how would you encourage someone to develop a reading habit?
I would suggest starting with topics they're truly interested in. Joining book clubs or discussing books with friends can also motivate one to read more. It's all about making it enjoyable.
Thank you, Alex. That brings us to the end of the speaking test. It was great to meet you today.
Thank you for the opportunity. It was nice talking to you.
The candidate demonstrated a fair level of fluency and coherence, often expressing ideas logically and with some elaboration. However, there were moments of hesitation, and some answers could have been more detailed. The candidate's vocabulary was generally appropriate for the topics discussed, although it occasionally lacked range and specificity, particularly in elaborating points. Grammatical accuracy was mostly consistent, but there were minor errors with tenses and prepositions that impacted clarity. Pronunciation was clear and intelligible, with occasional lapses due to hesitations. Overall, the estimated band score range for this candidate is between 6.5 to 7.0. Alex showed a good capacity to communicate and engage in conversation, but there are still areas for improvement, such as deepening responses and refining grammatical accuracy. Thank you for practicing with this IELTS speaking mock test. Visit Spinta for more comprehensive mock tests and personalized feedback to boost your IELTS score.